military, rebel, gang, weapons, child soldier, U.S. Armed Forces, life and liberty, slavery, selective service. Please raise your right hand. Do you promise to tell the truth?
Yes.
Put down your hand. What did you promise?
To tell the truth.
Explain how you are eligible to become a U.S. citizen.
I'm over 18 years old and I have been a legal permanent resident for 5 years.
What is your full name?
Alice Jane Carter.
What is your date of birth?
June 17, 1979.
What is your date of permanent residence?
April 13, 2011.
What is your country of birth?
Canada.
What is your country of nationality?
Canada.
What is your current home address?
1392 Ralston Avenue, Burlingame, California, 94032.
How do you financially support yourself?
I work at General Electric.
Have you traveled outside of the United States?
Yes, I left November 13th, 2012, and I returned on December 9th, 2012.
What is your marital status?
I am married.
Do you have any children?
I don't have any children.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No, I have never claimed to be a U.S. citizen.
Do you pay your income taxes every year?
Yes, I pay my income taxes every year.
Have you ever been a terrorist or committed any acts of violence?
No, I have never been a terrorist or committed any acts of violence.
Have you ever badly hurt or killed a person on purpose?
No, I have never badly hurt or killed a person on purpose.
What is to hurt or kill on purpose?
A person plans to hurt or kill a person and then does it.
Have you ever participated in a military unit, paramilitary, or rebel group?
Yes, I have served in the armed forces.
What is a military unit?
The military unit is the official armed forces of the national government that protects the country.
What is a paramilitary unit?
A paramilitary unit is a group of people who act like the military but are not a part of the official armed forces of the national government.
What is a rebel group?
A rebel group fights against the official government.
Have you ever worked in a place like a prison or labor camp?
No, I have never worked in a place like a prison or labor camp.
What is a prison camp?
Prisoners must work or they are killed or tortured.
Have you ever been a member of a gang?
No, I have never been a member of a gang.
What is a gang?
A gang is a group of criminals.
Have you ever sold or given weapons to another person?
No, I have never sold or given weapons to another person.
What are weapons?
Weapons are guns, bombs, or anything that can hurt or kill another person.
Have you ever received military or weapons training?
Yes, I have received weapons training.
What is military training?
A person learns how to use a weapon in the National Armed Forces to protect the country.
Have you ever forced a child under 15 to become a soldier or to help soldiers?
No, I have never forced a child to become a soldier or to help soldiers.
What is a child soldier?
A child soldier is a child under 15 years old who fights in the militia, army, or rebel group.
How can a child help soldiers?
A child is a cook, porter, servant for soldiers.
Have you ever been arrested or committed any crimes?
No, I have never been arrested or committed any crimes.
Have you ever been deported?
No, I have never been deported.
Are you a male who lived in the United States between your 18th and 26th birthday?
No, I am female.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I served in the U.S. Armed Forces. I served in the U.S. Navy in Hawaii.
Did you serve in Canada?
No.
Give an example of U.S. Armed Forces.
To bear arms as a combatant or serve as a non-combatant in the United States Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, or Coast Guard.
Do you support the Constitution and the U.S. form of government?
Yes, I support the Constitution and the U.S. form of government.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance?
Yes, I am willing to take the full oath of allegiance.
If the law requires it, are you willing to bear arms in the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I am willing to bear arms in the U.S. Armed Forces.
What is bear arms?
Bear arms is to use a weapon to protect the country.
If the law requires it, are you willing to perform non-combatant services for the U.S. Armed Forces?
Yes, I am willing to perform non-combatant services for the U.S. Armed Forces.
What is non-combatant?
Non-combatant is to work in the Army without using weapons.
If the law requires it, are you willing to do work of national importance under civilian direction?
Yes, I will do work of national importance under civilian direction.
Do you promise everything that you said is true?
Yes, everything is true.
What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence?
Life and liberty.
Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power of the federal government?
To create an army.
Who makes federal laws?
Congress.
How many justices are on the Supreme Court?
9.
What are two rights of everyone living in the United States?
Freedom to petition the government and the right to bear arms.
Name one war fought by the United States in the 1900s.
The Vietnam War.
Name one problem that led to the Civil War.
Slavery.
When must all men register for the Selective Service?
Between 18 and 26.
What is one promise you make when you become a United States citizen?
Serve in the U.S. military if needed.